What's going on, everyone? This is TheRulezzzzzz here, streaming live from Helsinki, Finland. Just walking around my hotel, Tajanoka, and I cannot go far away because whenever my mom is about to call me, I have to go to the taxi and go back to St. Petersburg. It's pretty nice place, Helsinki. I'm just gonna show you the buildings and stuff. The houses looks nice, everything is clean, everything is nice, so I'm kind of enjoying it. Yesterday at some point I felt like I don't even want to leave, I want to stay here for a couple more days, but unfortunately that's about it, you know. Have other things to do in St. Petersburg, but I would come back definitely, because I really like it here. I do like it so far, so looks a little bit like St. Petersburg in certain areas, but now I'm going different way. Like I was in the center of the city, I think called Esplanade or something like that. It's pretty nice. Anyways, the topic of the video today is, you know, Lance Sam asked me if I miss America, and you know, a lot of people think that I hate America and why I'm staying there, whatever. But yeah, I think like I said, eventually when I'm thinking about things, I think that eventually I'm gonna go back to Russia, not right now, because of my girlfriend. Some people think that my girlfriend is sad, but no, it's not. I'm actually gonna see her like in New York. I may do some videos in New York. If she's gonna be cool to be in the videos, I will put her there, but if not, I won't. So we'll see. Yeah, the main reason why I'm thinking that eventually I'm gonna go back is human factor, as I would say, you know, because people are different, interact differently, whatever. It's just rough for me in America when it comes to people, because I'm an immigrant, and people say in America that, oh, immigrants shouldn't complain. You know what? I think it should be the opposite way around, because think about it, right? If you immigrated to another country when you're still forming individual, when you're like 12 years old or under, like when you're not a teenager yet, you know, you adjust just like easily, and your speech is like, can adjust to it, like you can speak without an accent, and you can adjust to culture quicker. But when it comes to me and other people, like I know other people who like Russian Jews. One person is half Jewish, another person is fully Jewish, and they both came. One came from Belarus, another came from St. Petersburg. They came back in the 90s. Like one of my cousins came, probably like I believe he came actually in 1989 to America from St. Petersburg. Until these days, when he is 44 years old, he comes back to Russia and he complains and he says how difficult for him in America. Now, he used to have a beautiful wife, you know, his wife was really beautiful. She's like blonde hair, blue eyes, very thin, slim, like an inch taller than me. And beautiful woman. They've been together for 20 years. And she's in her 40s, she still looks good, by the way. And for whatever reason he couldn't handle her, and they got separated and divorced. Now he found different woman. She is Russian because that woman wasn't. And I always heard about how he was complaining about America and he wants to go to Russia. And now he says whenever his daughter's gonna grow up, whenever like in 5 years or so, he wants to actually go back to Russia when he's like nearly 50 years old. So, but, and then there's another guy, he's 8 years older than me, he's like Todd's age. He lived in America like a little bit over half of his life. He came here when he was 17, now he's like 37, about to be 38. I didn't talk to him for 2 or 3 years, but last time I talked to him, he didn't have a girlfriend, right, for like 8 years. He only had one girlfriend in his life. And he is not like that, he's a normal man. He said that all people are messed up and all of that, had a hard time dealing with people. he holds a job, he works as an accountant, he's doing okay, but when it comes to human and social interactions, even though he's been in America for almost like 20 years, he still cannot make friends, and he still feels different. He still hangs out with Russian Jews like he is, and he's almost like a lonely dude. So what does that tell you? You know, like, social life is not that great for me in America. That's the thing. Like, when it comes to security, yes, I feel safe. You know, I feel that I can make better money in America, most definitely. Like, I cannot make the same money in Russia doing the same type of job in Russia as what I'm doing in America. Like, for instance, in America, I can just, if I just work in the dining services, just like a server, a dishwasher, something like that, I can easily make $1,000 a month, maybe a little bit more. In Russia, if I'm doing the same job, I would be only getting $400 a month. But the prices are about the same. Well, of course, I would have to pay rent in Russia because I own the apartment, but still, you know, those are the things. It's like more money. They pay you more, you have a little bit better life situation when it comes to money. You can afford a little bit more, but when it comes to social life and people and all of that, it's just difficult, you know. It's hard to find people who will understand you, who will be on the same page with you about things, who will interact the same, things like that, and that leads a lot of frustration on my part, you know. And when I say that, you know, there's no freedom in America, well, like I said, it's just my mentality, because in my opinion, like, I don't know, just because of different upbringing, I guess, like, sometimes I offend people when I don't mean to, or whatever. Small things like that, you know. And then people look at me like I'm crazy when I'm just really being myself, like when I'm going off on people because I think that they act stupid or whatever, or because they piss me off because of the way they act, and they act the way they act because this is how they interact. But to me, because I'm coming from different places, being perceived a little bit differently, like, so it's a lot of that misperception, miscommunication. Some people may say that also because I may have a little bit of autism that can happen, but it's probably a combination of both, but it doesn't really matter. Still, like, still interact with people in Russia, like, I can still see the difference with how people interact, not related to that. Like I said, it's just like, you can clearly see, like, Russian person interacts and Americans interacts, and just like the way people talk, the way people approach, the way people communicate, you know, just, you can see the difference. Like, if you're gonna go to Russia, and if you're gonna speak to Russians or Americans or other people from other places, you can just pick up on, like, how, like, the way people talk, the way people interact is different. So it's like, that kind of makes it difficult for me, you know, to deal with people. Like, sometimes, you know, in Russia, like, people are more wild or whatever, they're doing things crazy, like, but I can kind of get it, you know, I can relate to that. So, I don't know, things like that. That's why I don't think I'm wanna live in America for the rest of my life, but for now it's okay. I have a girlfriend and all of that, and in Russia, and it's also difficult, you know, I don't have an easy relationship, like, either, you know, but none of my relationships are easy with people, to be honest with you guys, but it is what it is, you know. There are always pluses and minuses, and I understand that, you know. It's like I'm getting more physical comfort, but I'm sacrificing, you know, I'm just dealing with people who like different. They're just inconveniencing. That's all it is to it. You gain something and then you lose something. But I'm about to go back to hotel. That was just my video from Finland. So, all the best to you guys. Later.